Thank you for watching this week's episode of Focus Integration's video notes on the automation arms race. For more information on these topics, please visit our website at focusintegration.com.
You know, there's a quiet arms race happening right now, and it's completely reshaping the global economy. It's not about missiles or tanks, it's about robots. This massive acceleration in industrial automation, it isn't just some trend, it's the force that's going to decide who wins and who loses in manufacturing for the next decade.
And honestly, that one idea, it's the core of everything we're going to talk about today. Because in this new world, the biggest risk isn't moving too fast, it's doing nothing at all.
Okay, so let's call this what it really is, a global competition. The numbers, well, they paint a pretty stark picture of who's leading the charge and who's getting left in the dust. All right, first up, the leader of the pack. Get this. China is putting in something like 295,000 industrial robots every single year. That's more than half of all new robots installed on the entire planet. Insane, right?
Okay, so how does the US stack up against that? Well, while we are seeing steady growth, the US is installing roughly 35,000 to 40,000 robots a year. You can see the difference in scale immediately.
And I really want to be clear here. We are not talking about a small lead. China is outpacing North America by a factor of nearly 10 to 1. This isn't just a gap, it's a chasm. And that chasm is creating a massive, massive competitive advantage.
So what does a gap like that actually mean for folks on the ground, in the real world? It means that for manufacturers who wait, the consequences are severe. In fact, we're looking at 4 truly existential risks for any company that chooses to just sit on the sidelines.
We're talking about 4 big ones: falling behind on cost and productivity, staring down a crippling workforce crisis, failing to adapt to the new realities of supply chains, and the simple, brutal fact that manual processes just can't keep up anymore. Let's break each of those down.
First up, it's just basic economics, right? The countries that are automating like crazy can make things faster, cheaper, and with way higher quality. This constant push for efficiency drives down prices globally, making it pretty much impossible for less automated, higher-cost places to even compete. Second is the people problem. The US alone is looking at a shortage of 2.1 million manufacturing workers by 2030. You've got a huge part of the workforce retiring, plus high turnover. So here's the crucial point. Automation isn't taking jobs. It's filling a massive labor void that we just can't solve with traditional hiring. Third, let's get into supply chains. Everyone's talking about reshoring, bringing manufacturing back home to lower risk. But here's the catch. A factory brought back home can only actually work economically if it's super automated. Otherwise, there's just no way to compete with lower labor costs overseas. And finally, this one's a killer. You could go out and buy all the best robots and still fail. Why? Because if you pair that amazing machinery with old school systems, I'm talking clipboards, spreadsheets, tribal knowledge, it's a recipe for disaster. Your machines will always run faster than your people can coordinate by hand. You need a digital nervous system to keep it all running in sync.
So that brings us to the big question, doesn't it? Given all these risks, is the answer just to go out and buy as many robots as you can?
Well, not quite. The truth is, it's a little more complicated than that. While automation is a huge part of the solution, it also brings a whole new set of challenges that hardware by itself just can't fix.
And this is where you hit the central paradox of automation. It solves one set of problems, but it creates another. Suddenly, your operations are way more complex. You have to make more decisions faster. And the speed at which things can go really, really wrong, it goes through the roof if you're not managing it all correctly. So, what's the real answer then? The new competitive edge isn't just about having the robots. It's about combining that powerful hardware with an equally powerful brain, a digital operating system. I mean, just look at the two approaches side by side. Automation by itself is great. It gives you more capacity, more speed. But when you add a digital OS on top of that, you get something so much more powerful. You get control. You get real-time visibility. You get a connected workforce and real resilience. That is what makes you truly competitive. You can boil it all down to this simple but really powerful idea. Robots give you the efficiency. The operating system gives you the intelligence and the control. And when you put them together, that's when you unlock true, sustainable competitiveness. And hey, if you're sitting there thinking, this all sounds really expensive, you got to rethink that. The whole economic model has changed. Robot costs are way down. Getting them deployed is
faster, and payback periods are often less than a year. With new models like subscriptions and turnkey solutions, it's more accessible than it has ever been.
And all of this, it really points to the future of manufacturing. See, the ultimate competition isn't going to be about who has the most robots. It's about who has the most knowledge and who can adapt the fastest. And I think this is the core idea for the next decade of industry. It's not about being the biggest or having the cheapest labor anymore. Victory is going to go to the factory that can learn and improve at the highest possible speed.
But what does that even mean? A factory that learns? Well, it starts with seeing everything that's happening in real time. It needs standardized digital processes, it needs seamless coordination between people and machines, and a system to capture and share knowledge across the entire organization fast. And the foundation that makes all of this possible? It's that digital operating system.
Which, brings us full circle. In this environment of constant change, of scarce labor, of fierce global competition, what's the single most expensive strategy you can adopt? Doing nothing. Waiting isn't being cautious anymore. It is a direct path to decline.
So, to wrap it all up, the winning playbook here really has 4 key parts. You need the robotics for capacity, your connected workers for agility, real-time data to see the truth, and that unified operating system to create control and drive that all-important cycle of learning.
Look, the race is already happening, and the gap between the leaders and everyone else is getting wider every single day. So the only question left is, where are you going to stand? Will you lead? Will you follow? Or are you going to be left behind?
Thank you for watching this week's episode of Focus Integration's video notes on the automation arms race. For more information on these topics, please visit our website at focusintegration.com.